Hot. Okay, so we are live, everyone. So I have here with me Coach Dex. So let's wait for a couple of minutes, at least 5 minutes, so that others can jump in the call. So while we are waiting, why don't you comment where you are watching from? Again, you are in the third episode of the How Much Do You Really Need series entitled How Much Fitness Do You Really Need? So while waiting, just comment where you are watching from and we'll try to give you a shout out. So Lloyd Bazar and Kim V. De Leon liked our post. So hi Lloyd. Hi Kim. Okay, so Kim is watching from Manila. Hi Kim. Kim is a friend. We were actually talking the other day
Hi, Kim.
about the health benefits of what she's promoting. So if so everyone, if you if you are into fitness and holistic holistic transformation, so Kim, one of our viewers here, is one to talk to. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start in about 3 minutes. Yeah. So, Coach Dex, are you still hearing me well on your end?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, everything's fine.
So, in the middle of the broadcast, if my screen freezes, I'll just refresh. Don't be just continue with your talk if ever.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Problem ko last.
We'll start in 2 minutes, guys. So while we are waiting to actually start this webinar, comment in the comments box below where you are watching from, and we'll give you a shout out. One minute. Okay, so hi to Nanay Carol and Riz, Nora.
Hey, Riz. Stop, Riz.
Okay, so we'll start in 30 seconds.
All right.
So at any point in the call, if you have something to say, just comment in the comments box below and we'll try to read it. If you have a question, just post it there and we'll try to answer it. What's next? Are you ready?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so let's start this. So good morning, Canada. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Welcome everyone to the third episode of the How Much Do You Really Need series. I would like to thank all of you for setting aside the time to attend the show. So for those who will be watching this webinar through the replay, I would like to welcome you as well. A little bit of a background why we are doing this. I thought about this series because I myself have been wondering, how much do I really need in the different aspects of my life, such as financial, love, relationship, diet, career, and so on. So hopefully this series can help us measure, if it's even possible, how much we need, because only us can define it. And I'm hoping with the help of our expert guests, it will be a lot more easier for us to do it. So for today's episode, it is entitled How Much Fitness Do You Really Need? So before we start, is everyone ready and excited about this? Type in yes in the comment box if you are. Come on, guys. We only need one yes and we'll proceed with this hot and sizzling webinar. Okay. Yes, please. Everyone excited? So, hi, Ralph, Albert, Gerald, Balanza. Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Ross.
Okay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Ralph, for giving us those yeses. Okay. So, let's start. I introduce myself. I'm Kulas Angeles. So, I'm in Canada now. So, it's Angeles, but it's really Angeles in the Philippines. And I'm a certified professional coach and an energy leadership index master practitioner. I'm a millennial career and life coach, and I'm the host of the Millennials Moving Forward and Up. So I mainly work with millennials who are passive life strivers, being held back by fear, procrastination, insecurities, and timidity from living the life they really want. So if you want to learn more about what I do and the services that I offer, kindly visit my website. It's moveforwardandup.com. Outside coaching, I'm married and now we'll be having two kids pretty soon, which of one will be going to school this September. So I love music and I'm a drummer. I'm still in the IT field working as a consultant for one of the major banks here in Canada. We just migrated here exactly 2 years ago. And if you're asking me how old I am definitely a millennial like everyone here. So enough about me. Let's talk about our guest. So I met Coach Dexter when my friends and I went to a trial in 360 Makati. So he was the one who gave us the run through of the circuit stations and everything. I fell in love with circuit training. That day after the trial, I signed up. So since I have a passport pass, I often see him in the different 360 branches. But most of our interaction is, when he is teaching in his classes. So I know he's one of the senior guys in 360. And we didn't really talk that much, except when I'm begging for my life when he's the one teaching the class. You can imagine how hard it is. So we are very lucky today that he agreed to share his expertise in fitness, even if it was just like over 2 weeks' notice. So thank you very much, Dex, for sparing time for us. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Coach Dexter Pulido. Coach, why don't you tell us more about yourself and what you do and why you are doing it?
Hello, everyone. I'm Coach Dexter Pulido. I'm the senior coach of 360 Fitness Club. I've been in the fitness industry the past 9 years, since 2009. I took up a Bachelor of Sports Bachelor of Sports Science in University of the Philippines. And, well, basically, I've been handling clients of different levels. I've been doing this for quite a while, and that's always been my passion to spread the word about fitness and health. So excited for this webinar, guys.
All right. So thank you very much, Coach Dex. So guys, you know that Coach has been doing this for almost 9 years or for more than 9 years. So definitely is an expert in this field. So we are very lucky to have him here. So if you have questions about fitness, he is the guy to talk to. Okay. So just a couple of comments here. So hi, Reese. Hi, Verna. Hi, Mark Abisilia Sakay, and hi, Elaine Jake Alimuno. Yeah, so hi, everyone. So, let's get this party started. Okay, so, friends, I used to weigh around 200 pounds 10 years ago. And fitness, not really diet, because I love food, is one of my favorite topics wherever I go. Okay, so one fun story when I was just starting to go to the gym was when I was asked what program do I want to do. My answer was, my Piolo Pascual program po kayo. Because who doesn't want to have that abs, right? So anyway, until I went to Singapore, I have always been a gym member. And I was actually a gym addict. I literally go to the gym almost every day. And motivation back then was to grow some abs, and I'm still trying up to this point. Right? So I'm not sure if that's healthy or was it just enough. So Coach Dex, the burning question, while it's literally hot there in the Philippines, is how much fitness do you really need? The floor is yours, my friend.
All right. So the whole webinar will focus on the definition first of fitness before I answer the question. So what is fitness? What constitutes to a really fit person? We'll also discuss to you different factors affecting fitness, and from there, I'll answer what's the minimum amount of fitness or exercise required to be healthy. And I'll also discuss some basic tips, practical tips, how you can make fitness a part of your lifestyle. So let's start with basic definition of fitness. So fitness is a condition of being physically fit and healthy. So according to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, so being fit is having the energy to do what's important to you, to be more productive. It's having the stamina and the positive outlook to handle the mental challenges and emotional ups and downs of everyday life. It's also having the reduced risk for many health problems such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and osteoporosis, and the chance to look and feel your best. So basically, it's a holistic type of being fit, having that physical wellness, okay? Being looking good. That's looking good. Having that mental wellness, having that belief system and mindset, and having even that emotional and having that good feeling that you're capable enough to do things. That's being fit. So from there, now we'll discuss the different factors that constitute of being fit. So according to Mark Verstegen of the Exos, there are four pillars of fitness and performance. So it's mindset, movement, nutrition, and recovery. So what you want to consider is being fit is having that holistic lifestyle of having that proper mindset, moving frequently, uh, being able to recover well and eating the right stuff, having the proper nutrition. So you've heard about the saying, you can't outtrain a bad diet, right? So all those different pillars, mindset, movement, nutrition, recovery, all are equally important. So you can't just work out every day and not eat the right food. Okay, you can have the best program in the world, but if you're not getting that 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day, you're not getting the top shape of your performance. So that's the first part when you're talking about fitness. Is it has to be holistic. It doesn't focus on just doing all the exercises and uh, eating the right stuff. It has to be holistic. So the other thing is um, fitness has to be personal. So you have to know the why, right? What is the purpose? Why you're engaging in your physical activity or you're into fitness. So you have to know the reason. What is the purpose? Why are you exercising? Why are you eating the right stuff? So uh, we have this drill. You usually ask the whys, right? You have to know your why, right? So knowing your why is knowing the driving force, the motivation, and the reason why you're working out, why you're eating right, why you have to get a proper rest. So uh, if you're going to ask me my why before, and my personal why I'm into fitness, is just uh, I have to want that sexy body just to attract the girls. It used to be like that. So
Who doesn't want
after
it?
after a few years, it became like it evolved into I want to have that sort of the holy grail of training program. I want to know what is the best program out there that can make me achieve my fitness goals in terms of be running faster, jumping higher, and just performing at my best in different aspects of sport. So after a few years, it actually evolved into more of a calling. So uh, my why I'm engaging into fitness is I want it to share to everyone. I want to know what habits, what basic habits, what practical tips I can give to everyone who wants to engage in physical fitness or exercise, or anyone who wants to eat right. So that's my why. It is personal. My why would be different from other people. So uh, for here in 360 Fitness Club, we usually undergo the 360 roadmap session, so everyone gets a chance to have that mini fitness consultation. And before we start the fitness consultation, we usually ask, what is the why? What is the purpose of people engaging into fitness? So usually, some people would want that they want to engage into exercise because they want to deadlift 200 kilograms. But if you ask more, if you probe more, if you ask why, the real reason why they want to lift that heavy is because they want to perform at their best in their sport. They want to avoid injuries and increase that functional strength to avoid injuries. So some people have that why. Their why is to finish a marathon. But if you probe more, it's the more emotional reason why they're engaging in that activity is they want to have that sense of fulfillment, reaching that goal. And for some girls, they want to lose that 6 inches of their waistline. But the deeper why, the deeper reason why they're doing that, they want to exercise. They want to have that feeling of being strong and being confident upon that losing that belly fat. So you have to probe more. You have to ask why more. And once you have that, in a sense of, if you're fully satisfied with your answer, then that why will be your driving force, your motivation to exercise every single day. So
Right.
you'll more likely avoid burnouts in the future. So now, also what the factors important in considering when you're engaging into fitness, and your fitness should be always be progressive. So just to recap, it has to be holistic. It also you also have to have that proper mindset, and also your fitness should be progressive. So you have that quote, what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. Okay, so it has to be progressive. So here in 360 Fitness Club, we constantly monitor different, like we check the weight, we check the body fat, we check the repetitions you're doing every exercise, we check the weight, everything. We try to monitor your results, so that way you can learn what you've become from point A to point B every single time. So now to answer your question, what how much is the how much fitness do you really need? So
Yeah.
according to the Canadian Society in Exercise Physiology, okay, the number of minutes that you should be engaging in physical activity is 150 minutes. Okay, that's 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise every single day. Here we
Oh,
go.
that's a lot.
150 minutes. So if you're planning to work out 3 times a week, okay, that's 50 minutes of physical activity 3 times a week. Okay, that's for now. Also, they also stated there that at least you need to have at least twice, 2 times a week of strength training. All right, just to maintain that muscle mass and bone mass in your working out. Especially when you after the age of 30, you tend to lose that bone mass and muscle mass. So you really have to do your dumbbell, barbell, and some even body weight exercise will do in your exercising. So and some flexibility work. That's the minimum requirement actually, according to CSEP, or the Canadian Society on Exercise Physiology. Now, not everyone can have that consistency in terms of having that 150 minutes
That's
of
right.
exercise. Everyone's busy, right? So, what I can suggest for now, what has been working with my clients and even in our gym is we tend to check first what is the goal. Okay, check what is the goal. That's number one. Your habits. Okay, what your habits should be uh, aligned or should direct or should be consistent with the goals do you have in mind, and also what can you do consistently. Okay, so what are your goals and what you can do consistently? If you can answer those two questions, more or less you can know the minimum requirement of fitness that you'll be needing. So in terms of your goals, what are your goals? The basic goals people have in mind is it's really general fitness, number one. Number two is fat loss. Number three is muscle gain, and the fourth one is athletic improvement. So usually those are the basic goals people have in mind. So if that's your long-term goal, you have to pick one activity or one habit that can help you achieve that goal. So if you're, for example, if you want to gain that muscle mass, um, running 3 times a week, at least for 5 months, won't help you gain that muscle mass that you want. What you need is a consistent 30 to 45 minutes of strength training at consistently. That will lead you to gaining that muscle mass that you're planning in the future. So your habit should be consistent and aligned to your future goals. And also the other more important question is, what habit can you do consistently? So here we usually, during our roadmap or our fitness consultation sessions, we usually ask our clients. We usually have this. We let them talk. Let them talk for like 15 minutes. We just ask them what's usually their lifestyle, and from there, we let them answer what they want to do from in the future, like what can they do consistently. Like if they're planning to exercise at least 3 times a week, we ask them, is that doable? Like in a scale of 1 to 10, how doable is it? So if the answer is 7 or less, there's probably that activity wouldn't be consistent and sustainable. So we usually think of ways or different activities or skills that they can do that can be consistent at least 80, 90, or 100% of the time. So again, what are your goals and what can you do consistently? So the takeaway here is you focus on habits and the results will take care of themselves. Now, some tips have in mind if you're just starting out, if you're starting out with your fitness journey. The first tip that we have here is just to find a place to work out. Any workout will do. You can start small. If you enjoy doing strength training, you can join any gyms around your area. If you enjoy running, you can join any running camps or running groups around your area. Just find a place to work out. That's number one. Okay. It has to be accessible. It has to be something that you really enjoy exercising. So that habit would be sustainable and consistent. That's number one. Just find a place to work out. Next is to find a coach. So finding a coach is really important, especially when you're starting out. You need that someone to guide you, to help you reach your fitness goals faster. So having that coach is just really enormous. It's really important. That coach will like answer all your fitness related questions. He will help you teach you the proper form. He'll give you that program and everything. That person will be your guide throughout your fitness journey. So finding a good coach is really important too. And also, we usually do this activity. We usually add habit instead of subtracting, especially in terms of your nutrition plans. It's easier actually to add, like you add like a fist of vegetable every single time, every single meal, or adding like drinking a cup of water every 2 hours. It's easier that way instead of like cutting down junk food or cutting down your sweets every dessert. So this is better in the sense that we usually give up because we are deprived of some of the good things or good, some food that we enjoy. If we add if we add an activity, if we add a food, uh, that way you'll have that tendency to have more nutritious foods in your body. You tend to have more fibers, and in that sense, you'll have less junk to store in your body. So it's easier that way. It's here in our in 360, even our roadmap sessions, we rarely eliminate negative behaviors. Most of the time, it's 80% of the time we add and not subtract habits. And also, I stated earlier, you have to monitor progress. So any type of progress, when you're starting out, you can count off your like pedometer, the number of steps you can start there. There are a lot of training apps in the market. Like the minimum amount is like, I think 7,000 or 10,000 steps in a day. So there's a lot of apps you can use. There's a lot of fitness apps, or even Fitbit. It monitors your heart rate, everything, down from your sleeping patterns, your average heart rate when you're working out. That monitor progress, any type of progress. Small progress is still progress. That's also important. And last one, find that support group. Okay, find that support group. The good thing about joining a gym is that there are a lot of like-minded individuals who enjoy the same activity that you usually do. So it could be some people like running, some people like joining some of the CrossFit workouts. Some people like enjoy calisthenics. It doesn't matter as long as you enjoy that activity and enjoy the people around that will be encouraging you and supporting you throughout the session. That will be good enough. You're more likely to engage in that activity and avoid burning out. So one last thing, remember to have that balance, variety, and moderation when you're exercising. So some people tend to overdo things, like they want to engage in physical activity. They want to maximize, like eating the healthy stuff every time, and they tend to burn out. And the usual cause is like it's not sustainable. So there's that overtraining effect. So you really have to find that balance in everything: balance, variety, and moderation. So a few signs of that having that overtraining effect is that persistent soreness in your body. You can also sense a moodiness and irritability for some people, feeling drained. And if you feel like you're always having that colds or flu when you're engaging in your physical activity, most probably that those are a good sign that you're overtraining or you're doing it too much. So, well, that's about it. So just make sure to know your goal, and make sustainable habits from that goal. Okay, about it. All right.
Okay, so thank you, Coach Dex. So while you were discussing that, I'm adding pop-ups in the screen. So I hope that those pop-ups help our viewers. Right. So we have a couple of questions here already. So while we will try to answer that in a while. So what I'll be doing is, while I'm talking about how much fitness do you really need on the life coaching side, why don't you post your comments in the comments box, and we will try to read it after I'm done with the life coaching thingy, right? So but we already have one question, and that's actually a good question. So let me just change the screen. Okay, so on the life coaching side, I'll probably talk about how to feel good about yourself regardless how fit or not you are, right? So the first question to ask yourself is, what is feeling fit, beautiful, handsome is for you? Some people define feeling good as being contented. Some define it as being fit, having muscles and abs. Some define it as being beautiful inside and being nice to others, right? So whatever your definition of what good is, examine if it's the genuine you that is talking, not the you being influenced by external force, not the society defining what good is, right? There is small truth and big truth, right? In terms of consciousness, true is who you think you are, and truth is who you really are. Always questions your small true so you can find your truth. Okay? The second question to ask yourself is, why is feeling good, looking good, or not is important to you? Right? As always, we look for our why. Coach Dex has discussed this as well. You'll be surprised that the more you dig deep, either through self-realization, having a coach, having a mentor, the more you'll learn about yourself. The more you'll know the authentic you. Probably it's not those abs that you want, but the satisfaction from growing it or people appreciating it, right? So I had a client who struggled with self-confidence. So we started looking at her why. So I was curious to know whether it was because of her appearance or her weight. And you know what? She answered no. So she's totally okay being chubby and being happy, right? So of course, we found out later that she gets confidence from affirmation of others. So our sessions mostly focus on appreciating what she can do, leveraging on her strength, and most importantly, affirming herself first. Everything has to start with you. Everything has to start with your why. So for you to look good, you have to feel good about yourself first. Then, now that you know why it's important to you, what are you going to do about it, right? Now that you've defined that feeling and looking good really means for you and why it is important for you or not, the next logical question is, what are you going to do about it and how can you hold yourself accountable, right? You heard that right. Self-accountability. Yes, it's great to have someone checking on your progress and holding you accountable, but the best transformation is when you yourself has a buy-in and commitment to whatever you say you will do, right? And you won't have that buy-in and self-accountability if you don't know what your definition of looking and feeling good is and when your why is weak. Okay, so to wrap it up, ask yourself what, why, what, and how. So that's WWWH, right? I'm coining that, WWWH. Right, so what is blank for you? What is feeling good, feeling fit for you? Then the second W is why is blank, meaning why is feeling good, looking good important for you or not? Then the third W is what? What are you going to do about it? And lastly, the H is how can you hold yourself accountable? Okay, so that's it for me on the life coaching side. So we will now go to the questions. So, Coach Dex, are you ready for the questions?
Sure.
Okay,
Good.
perfect. So I'll just gonna change the screen so that it displays both of us. So the first question we have here. So again, guys, if you have questions, please post it in the comments box so you can actually get live answer from Coach Dex. So take this time to ask those fitness questions. Okay. So the first question, Coach Dex, is how much distance do I need to run for starters? I already gained 20 pounds.
All right.
That's coming from Bernard Burse.
Yo, hey Bernard, what's up? Just to answer your question again, we'll just go back 20 pounds. That 20 pounds, you can start small. If you really enjoy running, you can really start doing 1 to 2 kilometers per day. You just have to find that consistent physical activity every week. So ideally, for some people, you have to have like gains in their fitness. You should be working out 3 to 4 times a week, but it will depend. It will depend on what if you can do that kind of physical activity like in a consistent manner. So just listen to your body. You can start doing 1 to 2 kilometers a week. If you can download apps that monitor your heart rate, you should be actually training at the 60 to 70% of your max. So it will depend actually how much the distance, but you can just really start small. You can just running 50 to 20 minutes in a in a day. You can start there actually. Just start small and find that consistency in your run. So
Okay, so
about
and would you agree that exercises should be customized? Can you hear me, Coach Lex? Hello? Oh, we're having a technical problem. Can you hear me, Coach? Coach, can you hear me? Coach Lex? Okay. We're having technical problems here. Okay. We're just communicating through Facebook so that he can reload his screen and he can hear us again. Okay. So bear with us for a moment. So while we are waiting, ask your questions. We'll try to answer them. Actually, Coach Dex will try to answer them as I have a lot of questions for him as well. So while we are waiting for him, let's ask your questions in the comments box. Okay, see, he's almost here. I can see him in my screen.
yo, hey, I'm
Yeah,
here.
Coach Dex, can
All
you hear
right.
me now?
Yes, it's
Okay,
here.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for answering Bernard's question. So, brother Bernard, what's the best app? There are a lot of apps out there, so and a lot of gadgets that you can use, right? So, this is a watch, and it can track, my steps, my heart rate, and everything. But it looks like a normal watch. So this is one of the gadget that I use for monitoring, my day to day activities and my heart rate. So, and I use like my Fitness Pal. I use Google Fit for tracking those. So there are a lot of apps out there that you can use. So, as long as you're tracking it, right, Coach Dex? That's the important thing.
Just monitor the progress, and
Yeah.
as much as possible, you just have to find that consistency in your exercise. So you can just start doing short runs, and that will do.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we have another question here coming from Kim. Thanks, Coach Dex. Learned a lot. So, yeah, you mentioned measurements. What do you suggest as parameters of measurements to track progress of holistic health? What else should we track aside from metabolic age,
Oh,
BMI?
okay. Oh, that's a good question. You can, aside from weight, you usually use the weighing scale. You'll be also using body fat, BMI. It's also good if you have a tape. You can use tape measure. You can try to measure the girth of your waist, your hips, your arms, your thighs. Um, it also helps if you can take a picture of yourself every week, so you can actually see you can monitor progress in terms of uh, you can see the visible progress. You can see the progress in terms of numbers. Um, Actually, you can also use journals. You can like you can monitor progress by logging every workout that you do. What are you feeling every after exercise? You can also log number of calories that usually eat by yeah, my fitness pal is a good app. You can everything is there. So uh just just monitor progress every time. And I think some people tend to overdo it too, like they also weigh their weight every single day. So is to actually see visible results, monitoring your progress should be around 2 to 3 weeks. So when you're checking your weight, when you're checking your girth, try to have that at least 2 to 3 weeks to see that, to monitor that progress.
Okay. So, yeah. Also, Coach, we have a couple of questions here in my screen, right? So, um, we've talked about exercise and everything, but of course there is a component of diet to fitness, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
if I'm to ask, right, how much diet should I be doing, or should I be consulting a dietitian, a nutritionist? What are your thoughts around that?
Okay. Well, you really have to start first. What is your goal? If you want to lose fat, you have to have that caloric deficit in your food.
Mhm.
So, if using fitness apps would do with the help, but uh, you have to check first how much are you eating. How much are you eating? What are the roadblocks usually? Is there like a diet problem? Do you tend to eat a lot of sugars? Do you tend to eat a lot of carbohydrates? So check first. Uh, what are usual roadblocks? Is it just the diet part, or maybe are you getting that enough 6 to 8 hours sleep, or maybe you're not really like having that consistent 3 to 4 times a week of physical activity. So it you have to consider, you have to see the bigger picture. Uh, Diet is important, but yes, if you in terms of the diet, what we usually use, the most basic one is check how much are you eating the right amount in terms of the protein, carbohydrates, fats, and vegetables. So those four you should be checking if you're eating amount. Sometimes we estimate, we don't have the proper amount of estimation in terms of the number of proteins and carbohydrates you eat. So use the uh, we use our hands just to measure the amount of food that we're eating. So in terms of healthy fats, you should be eating 1 to 2 tons per meal. Okay, that's the amount of fat that you should be eating. That's healthy fats. Okay. In terms of carbohydrates, you should be eating 1 to 2 cups. So carbs, C for carbohydrates, that's cup. Okay. Now in terms of lean proteins, that's healthy proteins. Okay, not so much fat. There's P protein is for pound. Okay, that's 1 to 2 pounds. Okay. And lastly, you should be eating the proper amount of vegetables. Okay, 1 to 2 fruits and vegetables. That's F, fish.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So we use that acronym just to check if you're eating too much, or if you're not eating or not having that proper amount. So
And
proteins,
that's
veggies,
per meal.
yes,
That's per meal,
yes, sir.
bro.
That's per meal. Yes. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yes. 1 to 2 of protein. 1 to 2 pounds of protein. Vegetables is fish. Fat is the thumb, and carbohydrates is a cup.
Mhm. Okay. So
Yeah.
another question here is being fit and dieting is expensive, right? So if I don't have funds, what do you recommend?
Okay. You can download some of the training apps. I usually recommend you can check out Nike Training app. They have a lot of uh like circuit training workouts there. You can actually choose the, the duration of your workout. You can choose how frequently are you exercising, and they'll be posting different exercises there, and you just have to follow the exercise. You just follow the intervals, and it's like watching a P90X. So
Hmm.
uh, just just follow the exercise. They change it up every like 3 weeks. So you can start there. Just find any fitness apps that you can follow, and the Nike Training app will do. There's a
Okay.
lot out there, so you can start there.
I'm gonna check that one out. Right. So we have another question here in the bank. So do I really need a gym or to go to a gym?
Actually, no, you don't. It helps if you can have a gym, because there are yet like lots of good teachers, that lots of like-minded individuals who you can get advice, you can get tips. But if the challenge really usually is budget issues, uh, you can research online, and how to get fit in terms of actually you can I have this certification using kettlebells. You've tried it before, Kulas, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love
Uh,
those classes.
Kettlebells. You can start using kettlebells. It's handy. A lot of minimalist workout enthusiasts just use the single kettlebell at home. You can actually use suspension trainers too. You can actually just use a pair of dumbbells, or just your body weight in
Mhm.
doing exercise. So anything will do, just as long as you enjoy that activity.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's what's more important. So find that fun activity that you can do consistently. So,
Okay. Okay, thank you, Coach Dex. Sorry, I have a lot of questions here, right? So,
all right.
to our viewers, just ask some questions. This is your chance to ask a fitness guru, right? So, take advantage of this. So, I have another question here, Coach Dex. You talked about circuit training, right? So,
Right.
what is it really, and what's its advantage?
Okay. Circuit training is a short but sweet workout. You just you perform cardio and exercise continuously. Actually, the whole workout just takes uh, 20 to 30 minutes. So the advantage of doing circuits is it's a it's a sorry it's a bang for the buck activity because it usually works out all your muscle groups. Yeah, it works out your cardio. It works out your strength. It also sometimes has some mobility work. So the advantage is that it's usually short, right? The duration is short. You get a real good workout doing circuits, and it's all is actually for a lot of fitness levels, even beginners, even advanced uh, exercises can engage on it. But but still, it's not doing circuits might be just too taxing for some individuals. It's a good activity when you're starting out, but the Nike training app usually perform as a circuit. So there.
Yeah, so guys, check out the Nike fitness app, right? So, another question here. I have health conditions. Can I still work
Okay.
out?
Actually, it depends of what kind of health condition that is. Like if it's a if if your health condition is more about blood pressure, the more that you need to exercise. So I'm not really. I think it's better if you just check first, have your regular checkup with your full checkup with your doctor, and from there, you, they usually endorse you to what kind of physical activity that you'll be doing. So just have your checkup first, and it depends, like what's the condition is.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, guys, check with your doctor first before diving into workout. So I think most of the gyms, actually not just in the Philippines but all over the world, needs you to sign a waiver of
Yes,
some
so
sort, right?
we call it the PARQ, the physical activity readiness questionnaire. So
Hmm.
actually, gyms won't let you work out unless you have that clearance from your doctor. So
Legit gyms, right?
sorry.
Legit gyms won't let
Legit
you
gyms,
work out.
yes, 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 legit gyms, not a
Okay.
bakal gym.
Yeah. Bakal gym. I love it. So, what is the easiest and simplest way to jumpstart my fitness?
ECS. Oh, okay. To jumpstart your fitness, just have to focus on the basics. Um, in terms of your nutrition, just check if you're eating the right amount of food. Are you eating whole foods? Are you minimizing processed food? Are you removing all the junk? So just have to, yeah, maintain that eating whole foods, getting enough fibers from your diet. That's a part of the nutrition. Getting enough protein, veggie, carbohydrates, and fat. So that's a part of your nutrition aspect. In terms of movement, you just have to have that consistent 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity per day. So it could be, you can start anywhere. You can start with your cardio. You can start running. You can just do your bike training. You can join any type of gym activity. Uh, you can start at 20 to 30 minutes of exercise. That's in the aspect of movement. And in terms of sleep, um, the you just have to have that 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So a lot of people don't get that much sleep. Because their usual concern for some people why they don't get that much sleep is because they usually do a lot of they use their phone, they use their gadgets before sleep, they watch Netflix. So the thing about that is it actually makes you more awake. TV, any types of gadgets make emits that blue light that makes you more awake. So it actually it's a hindrance to your sleeping routine. So you just have that consistent sleep, consistent physical activity, 6 to 8 hours of sleep and
Okay.
quality diet. So
Okay, so 6 hours is enough.
yes. Actually,
Okay.
6 to 8. It depends on the quality actually. The
Okay.
quality of sleep.
So that means you also need to track your sleep. And there are apps to do that as well, right?
Actually, yes. Actually, yes. There are absolutely that can
Okay,
check that.
perfect. So I'm gonna pose this question. So you said circuit takes around 20 to 30 minutes, right? And that's a sweet but short way to exercise. But you
Yes,
also said that the recommended is 150 minutes, right? So
yes.
is circuit enough for the recommended 150 minutes?
Actually, the quality of your workout is a whole lot more important. You have to take into account, even if you're just exercising, like for 20 to 25 minutes, as long as you're tapping like the cardio part, the strength part, even if you're lacking mobility, as long as you have that holistic aspect of training, that will be good enough. So it will actually that duration of exercise is actually subjective. um I think they just posted 150 minutes as a like minimum for starting exercisers. But as long as you have that good quality of exercise, having enough strength exercise, cardio exercise, and mobility work, 20 to 30 minutes is fine.
Yeah, because you know what, a lot of millennials, won't work out that long, right? Because it's
Yes,
like
yeah.
150 minutes, right? It's almost
Actually,
2.5 hours per day, and that's too much for our busy life, right?
actually, yes. Actually, some people actually work like 2 to 3 hours, but they just watch while doing slow long endurance treadmill. So uh, I, it's a good workout, but there are better ways just to work out holistically. So
So yeah, thank you for that, Coach. So guys, if you still have questions, we'll be taking a few more questions. And yeah, so Coach Dex, the next question is, how many calories should I burn in an exercise?
how many calories? Actually, that is subjective. Like the bigger that you are,
Yeah.
me, I'm 70 kilogram, 5'6" male. So more or less every workout for me will burn around 400 to 600 calories. So the bigger that you are, the more calories that you can burn. So for
What
someone
should
to
you
stick
recommend?
with, what do I recommend?
Yeah.
Oh well, 400, something around 400 to 600 we do. Actually, it depends. Most of our circuit workouts, some you're familiar with HIIT workouts, right?
Yeah,
High
yeah.
intensity interval training. Some of the workouts, the effectiveness of those exercises and some of the circuit training exercises, even crossfitters, other types of strength exercises. What you have to consider here is the afterburn effect. Actually, you're burning more calories hours after exercising. So
Yeah.
uh, you actually can't measure that one. But if you have that heart rate monitor, if you had that Fitbit, you can start uh, to have that 400 to 600 calorie burn every workout. That will take around 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay. And yeah, that's just enough for
Just
busy millennials, right?
yes, that's enough.
Okay. Yeah, so guys, two more questions and we'll be saying our goodbye. So next question, Coach Dex, is, does having muscles and abs mean you are fit?
No, actually no, no. Some people have just really good genes. Like I know a lot of people who don't eat vegetables at all and have six pack abs.
Okay.
A lot of
So
athletes are like that. So fitness would sometimes having that six pack abs doesn't really equate to fitness.
mhm.
So
Oh,
that's
that's why I can't, develop my abs. Yeah, it must be the genes.
it's the genes.
Now I have an excuse, right?
There's a there's a
Okay, so Bernard, there's another question for us. Coach Dex, do you have training videos, circuit training that I can start with?
Oh, okay. You can check 360 Fitness Club in YouTube. We have a lot of circuit workouts there. I think for starters, we have posted there. Just type 360 Fitness Club in YouTube. We have a lot of exercise tips, ranging from movement, from nutrition, even sleeping habits. We have a lot there. Or you can also follow 360 Fitness Club in Facebook. So,
Okay. Yeah. So,
yeah.
this is my personal question, Coach Dex. I know
Oh, sure.
I've been trying to, have some abs and everything, and it's my gene I'm blaming my genes for not having it, right? But how will I have those abs? How can I do it? I've been going to the gym for like 9 years, but I still don't
Cheers.
have that defined abs. What the hell is happening?
You can. There's an article about that. You can actually check precisionnutrition.com,
Okay.
and the title is it worth the trade-off? So having that six-pack abs, if you're starting your fitness journey, it will really take up a lot of you, like mentally it's draining. Even you really have to give up a lot of things, like even parties. You really have to sleep at least 8 to 10 hours a day. You have to have that consistent proper diet every time. So there's a lot of trade-off to have that abs, and sometimes it's not really that healthy, because even your work will be compromised, your relationships will be compromised. Food is a social activity. You just really have to enjoy it every time. You can have that actually by just being consistent every time. Just work out 4 to 6 times a week. Getting enough foods, vegetables, proteins, good quality carbohydrates. But it's just the consistency of just doing it every single time, every single day. That will really get. Those are the reasons get those abs. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so probably in another lifetime, right? When I have better genes. Okay, so thank you very much for, I would like to thank everyone who stayed with us all throughout the call. I will be posting the replay in this group. And if you do have more questions, comment in the post or send it to me through private message or send it to Coach Dex or email me at mnangeles@moveforwardandup.com, and we'll be sure to answer your questions. So Coach Dexter, thank you very much for joining me in this webinar. Anything you want to promote and any final thoughts?
Just know your why. If you feel like giving up, just know your why. Know the reason why you're engaging in any type of activity that you're doing, and the results will take care of yourself. Just be consistent. Know your why. Keep hustling. Keep grinding.
Okay. Wow. That's great. So, would you like to promote your gym, where the gym where you are working on?
You can check out 360 Fitness Club. You can follow us here on Facebook. Okay. Even in YouTube, in Instagram, we usually post a lot of advice and tips, especially for newbies who want to engage who want to start in their fitness journey. So 360 Fitness Club, and you can follow me here. At Facebook, Dexter Pulido. In my IG account, that's Dex Pulido, DEXPULIDO. And well, that's about it.
Okay. So, for my part of the promotion, right, I would like to plug that, as always, I'm conducting a free life coaching session, especially to millennials. So in this session, we will talk about what life coaching is, how it can help you, and let you experience it firsthand as we talk about a coachable issue that you have. And that's free, totally free, no strings attached. So if you are interested, visit my page, moveforwardandup.com, or send me a message in Facebook. In my Facebook group, Millennials Moving Forward and Up, there's a poll there. You can just click on yes, and I will reach out to you if you do want to have a free live coaching session with me. So looking, just some final thoughts. Looking good and feeling good is up to you. It's you who define it. And it's actually you who will do something about it. I'm really proud about coining WWWH. So the next time you have a dilemma, ask yourself those questions. What is blank for you? Why is blank important for you or not? What are you going to do about it? And how can you hold yourself accountable? So again, Coach Dex, thank you very much for sparing time. And check out 360 Fitness Club. I used to be a member there for quite a long time before going to Singapore. Unfortunately, we don't have it here in Canada or in Singapore. So, but if we have it here, I'll definitely be a member. So, Filipinas, have a good night, and Canada, have a good rest of the day, and see you in the next episode of the How Much Do You Really Need series next month. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.